everybody here. All right, great, everyone. So listen, I know it's a long day. I'm not going to take too much of everyone's time. I'm going to get right into the excitement of it. I'm going to talk just a couple of quick little things and teach you a little bit more about how to follow the right of the chart. So probably go a little bit more, maybe like 30 minutes or something like that. I know it's been a long day, but I think you're gonna really enjoy what you're about to hear. So basically, just be very careful when it comes to trading. Just quick little disclaimer right here. There's no guarantees and promises. Works for everyone. So just please be very smart before you go out there and trade in today's markets. A couple of things we're going to be talking about. I'm going to show you how to follow the big money. So the big thing that we kind of teach at Cyber Trade University, if you ever watched this before, it's not what you see on the left of the chart. It's what you see on the right of the chart. Now, I'm going to show you what the right of the chart is about following orders and all that good stuff. I'm also going to show you the best times, worst times to trade, how to manage money management risk in following the time and sales and all that good stuff. So like I said, there's a lot to cover, and I'm going to kind of show you a little bit more about how do we do it. Now, that's been a lot of good stocks that have been out coming earnings announcements today, this past week. You had some of the fabulous sevens. A lot of these companies blew out with earnings. You had stocks like Amazon, Tesla, PLTR. They all did great, But the thing is, there are other stocks out there that we trade too. There's stocks like RKLB that went from 15 to 22. There's stocks like IONQ that went from 8 to 29 in a shorter period of time, percentage-wise. The one thing you have to understand, they all trade exactly the same. Okay. The difference is what makes one more tradable than the other. What's the risk factor? Why did they go up so much? Who ran them up? And that's what I really want to kind of cover. So before I go any further, let me just do a quick little intro. And first, thank all of you guys for being here. I know it's a long day, but what you're going to realize right now is that as long as a day it is, and as a long day it is for me too, because this is like my fourth event that I've done today. I love what I do, and I love teaching people how to make money doing it. And I've traveled around the world. I'm actually leaving tomorrow for a big conference in Miami for a trade station, talking about the very special thing that we're covering right now. Now, I competed against every other schools in the industry. I got started when I was about 22 years old. And what I've learned and what I'm about to show you is that it's the reason why people fail in today's markets is that it's like, who trained you? That's the first thing to ask you. And the thing is this, you need to learn from multiple people. I mean, David got a bunch of people in here for this next week. There's going to be some great presenters. Some of you're going to like, some of you're not going to like, but you're going to have to try a little bit of everyone's stuff because that's the way you learn how to trade. And what I found over the years and what I found that worked best for me is that I like to just day trade, make my days pay, get into positions that are moving. And then if I like them, then I'll do a swing trade. Maybe I'll consider doing an option on it, maybe an investment. But it's all about being in cash. That's really what it comes down to it. Now, for everyone here, before I go into start teaching a little bit of stuff, just a quick little gift for sticking around more towards the end of this event is I'm going to give you everyone here my book. And if everyone could just email me right now, if you are interested, you could pay me $50 at Amazon, or right now, just email me at fausto@ctucorp.com, and I'll be happy to give it to you for free. It's a great book. It's color. It was published by Wiley. I'm telling you, nothing really has changed from what this book was been out to what's going on today. But I'm going to teach you how to beat market makers. Market makers are traders. The same tools that they use is the same tools that they use today than I used when I started. You don't have to put your email address in here. Just email me in your inbox. That's all. Okay. So just say Fausto, I'm just kind of show you really quick. I got a bunch of people right here just emailed me. There you go. Look, there you go. There you go. A bunch of people right here are emailing me. All right. So the book. Yeah. Just click over here. Just type in, Fausto. And just say, send me your book. That's all. That's it. Just send it out. All right. So once I get that, I'll send it to you guys when we're done for today. All right. Now, I've done a lot of presentations from the biggest brokerage firms. I've done a lot of public speaking. What I'm going to teach you more or less is how to trade the market, because this is not about me. I just want you to know I'm a human being just like you. Now, I'm going to show you how to follow the big money. That's really the big thing. And it's really simple to do. I mean, I'm all going to give you access to where to get it and how to use it. So NASDAQ, I do a lot of presentations for them. I'm going to show you how to use what's called the NASDAQ Book Viewer. That's basically what we're going to look at. Now, what you're about to see right now, believe it or not, could be quite disturbing because you're going to realize that there are so many orders out there that you could actually monitor and see, and now you're going to be able to see them. So let's talk about some little buyers out here. Okay, so we're looking at the stock Uber. All right, now Uber you could see is going down, right? And you could see how it's hovering right here around the 67.75 number. Now, the reason why it stopped at this number specifically is for one reason. It's not that it was a support level, that was buyers out there that made that support. Now, when you look over here on the right-hand side, hold on, let me get my pens over here so you guys can follow along. When you look over here and you see where the buyers are, you notice right around here, you got a couple of big buyers here for like 69,000 shares. Okay. By the way, Karen, I just got your email for the book, and William, I got yours too. All right. So I'll send it to you guys when you're done. There's a couple other people putting your email in the actual chat room. Please don't do that. Just send me an email. I'll send it to you. Okay. Otherwise, I can't go through all these messages that come across. Now, the reason why Uber did not want to go lower at this number is because of this buyer out there. That's the only reason why. And when you look over here on the right-hand side, you could see that you have sellers and you have buyers. And the thing is, there are a lot of buyers and sellers out there, but it's the big block order that you see there for 69,000 that makes that stock go up. The same thing where you have a resistance levels. You see, resistance levels are made from sellers. And you have a stock like right here, Robinhood, had a really nice push from 32.50, went all the way up to 35.25 and came back down. Why did it stop at 35.25? Why not 35? Why not 37? Why 35.25? Is because when you look over here on the sell side, and it was kind of hard to see, but there at that 35 is that 212,000 share seller. That's that seller right here. Okay. Now, there are sellers at every single price, but it's that price right there that makes it a resistance levels. That's what causes that stock from not going any higher. Now, think about it. How much smarter and better trade decisions would you have made by knowing where these big block orders are? So what we're looking at right now is what we call the right of the chart. This is the left. That's the right. And what happens is that everyone's always looking at the left because they want to see what's going on in the past. But imagine you were able to see the future. And that is what we're looking at right here. Now, I got a couple more examples for you. I'm going to show you here. A couple more right here. So let's look at a stock like Boeing, for example. Okay. So Boeing is making a very big drop right here. And you can see it went from like 140 all the way down to, the market's opening up. It's around 930, 950, and now at 138.50. Now, the thing is this. You ever own a stock and it's going down? You're like, my God, what do I do? When's the stock going to stop? Do I sell it here? Do I continue to take a loss? Let's think about it for a second. What is going to make this stock stop going lower? Well, only one thing, buyers. And when you look over here on the left-hand side, you'll notice when we look at the buy column, there are a lot of buyers at every single price, but the one that stands out the most is this 87,000 share buyer right here, which is this person right there. And there are about 15 orders that make up that one big order. So when you have a lot of numbers out there of shares and orders, and you're like, what do I pay attention to? What do I watch? Well, listen, 95% of what's out there is not necessary. You only care about the top 5%. And that top 5% is that big buyer right there. So what do you think is going to happen when we get all the way down to 138.35? I mean, what do you really think could possibly happen? Goes up. And that's what happened when it opened up, came down to that big buyer, and that's why it shot up all the way to 144.50. Now, you know, and I know, how many times have you been into the stock market and you have traded and like, damn it, why did I sell that stock? Why did it go up now after I sold it? And sometimes you feel like somebody's watching you. And the thing is, fellow traders, nobody's watching you. You're just not watching them because you're too stuck to watch what's on the left of the chart and not with seeing what's on the right of the chart. That's the difference between having a game plan versus just saying, I like the company, I want to buy it. Now, let me show you a couple of more examples. PLTR, another stock, had a big run up, right? And maybe this is your opportunity to say, you know what, this is where I want to buy it. You know, stock went from 40, went up to 55. You know, I don't want to go through the news and tell you why it's going up. It's irrelevant because even if I told you, some of you might be anti-PLTR, you might be rah-rah PLTR, you might be like, I don't know what the hell that means. But I know what we all do know what means. What we all know what makes things go up and go down are buyers and sellers. So when we look over here and we want to see the stocks going down or on the sell side, if you're looking on both sides, you'll notice that the only column that has the biggest buyer is this 399,000 share buyer out there. I mean, you're seeing some sellers, 19,000, 31,000. But if a stock's going down, sellers don't help you. It's the buyers that help you. Now, let's think about it for a second. What do you think is going to happen when we get down to this 400,000 share buyer? I mean, how do stocks go up and go down? Supply and demand. And what did this stock end up doing? Hit that support level right there and went right back up to, you said it, to $56. Why did that happen? Not because of Fausto said so, not because Goldman Sachs or Merrill Lynch, is because 399,000 shares said so. And guess what? That's not one order. That's 54 orders out there that make up the 399,000. Now, what about resistance levels? Okay. So let's look at another example. We're looking at a stock, a nuclear stocks. They've been doing pretty well. OKLO had a big pop in the morning, ran from like $18 up to $21.50. Now, let's think about this for a second. My email address? Sure, no problem here. Someone just asked me for my email address. It's faustop@ctucorp.com. There you go. All right. Sorry about that, LJ. So you ever own a stock and like, okay, should I sell it now? Is it going to continue to go higher? I mean, listen, we always want to take a profit, but we don't want to sell something too cheap. We don't want to sell something that's continuing to go higher. So what's going to prevent it from going higher? It's not resistance, fellow traders. It's sellers. So when we look at the sell column, you'll notice all the way down here on the right, the biggest seller that we see is all the way down at $22. And that's 97,000 shares. Now, I don't know about you, but is 100 shares really a lot? Not really. 2,000, a lot more than the 200, but 97,000. I mean, you're talking about a 5-digit number. I don't see a 5-digit neither on the buy side or sell side, other than that one order on that sell of 21.91. So in theory, what do you think is going to happen, fellow traders? Exactly. Went all the way up to that 22 and went down. And if you didn't know that and had that game plan, that's how you convert a winner into a loser. Or that's how you control a profit to a break even or a little profit. And you've all been there before. Now, by the way, everything you see here, I'm going to give you in my book. Okay. So if you want to be able, like I said, I know I see a bunch of you emailing me, Caffrey, I got yours. DJ, I just got yours. I guess that was you, DJ. Got yours. Karen, all of you guys, I'm going to send it to you. And by the way, if you want it, it's yours as a gift. Okay, so that's a good question. Can some of these orders be fake? Well, first of all, to make that a simple answer, could you put a fake order out there? Could a brokerage firm let you put fake orders? I mean, listen, it's obviously not. And do you think all these people in cahoots with each other, these 12 people in cahoots with each other? I don't think so. So listen, I was a market maker. You can't put fake orders out there. There's no such thing. And by the way, if anyone tells you that those are fake orders, let me give you a little advice. Don't trade with that person because they were never a market maker. They don't know what's going on. Now, can you cancel an order? Sure, you could. Absolutely. That doesn't make it a fake order. So hopefully that answers that question. All right, let's look at Amazon. So Amazon had a really, really, really big move. Okay, went from 207 down to up to 212. Now, where is the resistance levels on Amazon? I mean, we always want to take a profit, right? Well, the only way to find out, fellow traders, is like I said, it's not what's on the left of the chart. When a stock is breaking all-time highs, you got to look at the right of the chart. And when we look at the right of the chart, we'll see that we have 162,000 share seller and a 77,000 share seller. And look at all those orders out there. Okay, that's a pretty substantial amount of shares looking to be sold. Now, do you think I want to go up against that many orders out there or that many shares? Because you're talking millions. You know how much millions we're talking? Let's do this: 160,000 times 200 and I don't know. Let's use $11. You're talking $33 million worth of stock that is sitting out there. You want to go up against 33 million? I know you can't, unless you could take him out, which I know most of you can't. Well, probably any of you. I don't know why I say most of you. If you did, you probably wouldn't be here. Just follow him. Just follow him. Because look what ended up happening. Went to 212. Now it's at 210. Okay. And if you ever go back to Amazon right now, where's it down to 200? So these are what we call iceberg orders, fellow traders. Now, who here would like to get the NASDAQ book view? Who wants to sample it? Anybody here want to sample the platform? You could do it when tomorrow when the market opens up. You can play around with it. All right, so this is what you need to do. Here's my email address one more time, okay? So just drop me an email, and I'll be happy to send it to you. And here's all you people emailing me here now. So let me just put my email again. So just type in Fausto and send me NASDAQ book. Just whatever. Just write that. And make sure you write your name too, because some of you, I like to call you by your name. So whatever, just write, send book, NASDAQ book, whatever it may be, and hit send. All right. There we go. And DJ, there's you, right? Got it. Oh, there's my email. Say I got it fast. There you go. So listen, when I send this to you, but basically what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to give you 2 5-minute videos, which you're probably going to want to watch tonight. And they're great because it's going to show you how to download it directly from NASDAQ. Listen, it's not my software. I don't work for NASDAQ, but I'm here just giving you great free information because when you see what we do and how the market works, it's going to change the way you trade. Okay. And if you're doing well, it's going to make you that much better. Okay. This is how you become a good trader to a great trader. This is how you become a bad trader to an average trader. So in these 2 videos, watch them. You're going to love them. They're going to get right to the point. And like I said, just send me an email. I'll be happy to send them to you. All right. Now the next people ask me is this: say, Faust, I'm a swing trader though. I don't really day trade. That's okay. Because this does apply towards day trading. Works amazing because you'll see big block orders down the road. Now, some of you be like, but Fausto, I do options. That's great. But guess what? You know what makes an option move? It's the movement of the stock. So if you know what a option's doing, a stock's doing, you'll be that much better of an option, and then you'll know where the orders are. All these great things that you're going to get by following the right side of the chart. So it works for everything. Yeah, Karen, I just got your email. I'll be sending to you. Dennis, I just got yours too. All right. Appreciate it. Okay. Now, anyone else want NASDAQ book viewer? I see we still got like over 50 people in here, unless people are still, just dazed off. But don't worry, this is going to be recorded. If you're watching on a recording, I'm still going to send it to you also. All right. Now, there is something called level 4. So level 4, you're going to see a lot more data. Now, we're running out of time right here. And just very briefly, I'm going to show you what it is. So basically, level 4, and the market's closed. So I can't really show you in the live markets. That's one of the bad things. But I got a couple of screenshots I could show you. So envision that this is the NASDAQ book viewer, which stands for current order book. And here are all those big orders, right? These are all those big orders. So what you're seeing is on a heat map. So you could see when those orders showed up and if they're getting executed and where they are in the future. So which is really nice is that you could see the orders that were there in the past, at what price, did they get executed over the course of the day, and what's there in the future. So now you're seeing the left and the right of the chart at the same time, which is awesome because some of those iceberg orders in the past that got executed are going to trigger in the future if it trends go back up. So that's what really kind of helps out right there. Let me see if I have another example and show you what I'm talking about. So here you have another one. Here you have the stock going up, and you could see there was a big red line here at 1650. Now, and you have to understand, stocks do break resistance levels, right? Stocks do execute these big sellers. So now you're seeing those big sellers out there and then getting executed. And now you can see like right here at $17 for 16,000. You saw the stock went from 1760 and came back down. It stopped and went right back to 1660 because there's buyers out there. And what's nice about this, it shows you when he showed up and how long he's been out there. Now, once again, how much smarter and better trading decisions if you were able to see the left and the right of the chart. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save this for you for tomorrow, okay? Because what I want to do is I want to invite all of you guys to come and see this live in the market. I mean, unfortunately, the market's closed. Can't really show you any live data right now. But if you really think that there is such a thing, and like, for example, I don't even know who you are, RES, I think your name is, that asked me the question, are these fake orders? Well, there's one way to find out. Come and watch us, see us trade live tomorrow. And we'll show it to you, not for one day, but for one whole week. Now, just to let everybody know, Cybertrade University has been endorsed and sponsored by some of the biggest brokerage firms in the industry over 30 years. We also have a 5-star rating on Google. If you want to look at, you always want to check someone out, go check their Google reviews, okay? Listen to the other students. We're really big when it comes to customer service and, teaching traders how to trade. Now, and we're ranked #1 by ChatGPT also, all right? Now, for some of you here, you want to learn more about how this system works, but you want to see, like I said, you want to see these traders, the students, you want to see our traders, how we trade, how we find these stocks, how we trade in pre-market, after-market. Well, this is all we're going to do right here. All I'm going to be asking for is a $9 trial, and you could all get registered and come in there for 1 week, money back guaranteed. Now, the reason why we charge $9 for this is because, honestly, I feel like you could see, like, right, for example, here, some people are not answering. So you got to have a little skin in the game. I feel like just making a very small investment of $9, like I said, I don't need the $9. It's just an application fee to make sure you say who you are, and we'll allow you into the room, okay? All for $9. Now, this is what you're going to get for $9, all right? You're going to get free live commentary with me and my instructor and Josh Levelton. You're also going to get full access to our trading board, our message board that I started over 30 years ago. You're also going to have access to the live trading room. You're going to be able to talk to one of our education advisors. You're going to have live workshops. You're going to have access to our podcast. You're going to have tons and tons of stuff for $9. And then one last thing is a bonus, okay? With all the workshops and all the classes and everything, I'm going to do something that someone probably never offered you before, okay? The link. Let me give you the link. I'm sorry. ctu.co/trial. There you go. That's the link right there. I am going to give everybody here access to talk to me, and to have a free consultation. Now, for some of you, be like, wow, you're getting all this for $9. Yeah, you know what? For $9, I know some of you here probably want to talk to me personally. And the thing is, I'd rather be honest with you. I don't hide behind emails. I don't hide behind webinars. I hide behind chat. I'm a people's person. And I feel if you take it seriously and you make this small investment, we'll have a conversation if you want, and we'll discuss and see what the future, entails for you. And people love it. But all this stuff you're going to get for that. So what you could do is you could turn on your phone, scan that QR code, or just, like I said, just register online. Now, it's very important that we're going to ask you 5 questions. Let us know a little bit about you. And also, you're going to book an appointment. You're going to talk to an education advisor first. So at least they can show you when you go into the trading room, you're not like someone that joined the gym and don't know what to do with the weights. You know what I mean? So we want you to have the really good experience. So, we want to make sure you log into the best times. We want you to know how to react and what to see and all that good stuff. Because the better experience you have, the better you know it's for you. You have to understand something, traders. There's a very big failure rate in trading. It's a 90% failure rate. Don't be part of that 90% failure rate. All right. So you got a lot of great presenters here. Try a little bit of everyone's stuff and then go from there. All right. Now, does anyone else have any questions before we go? I know it's a long day, and I'd rather just, you probably want to get up and go and whatever, but I'm glad some of you stuck around for the end. One question I did come across here. Some people ask me, how much money do I need? All you need is $9, because the thing is this, don't worry about how much money you need to trade. That's the least of your problems. You don't need to open a brokerage account. You're not going to trade yet. You just want to be there for a week or even one day just to sit there and see what's going on. Another question came across to me. What happens after a week? 0. We're not going to charge you anything. There's no subscriptions. There's none of that. We don't need any. We don't play that game with you. Okay. If you don't want to continue with our program, you don't have to continue. But at least you know what it's really all about. All right. Jay, you're more than welcome, and thank you for coming. You're more than welcome to come. I appreciate you enjoyed it. So, but think about it. Level 3, level 4, right of the chart, not the left of the chart, following iceberg orders, seeing where all the big block institutions and algorithms and high frequency trades and AI that you all heard about that wish you could see it in the future. Here's your chance. Okay. And like I said, the worst thing that could happen is you could lose. You're going to learn something. So anyway, thanks everybody for listening. Appreciate it. One question. Do you need to subscribe to level 4 as part of TOS? So that's a great question. You can get level 4 through Thinkorswim. I have a really good video on it. If you want that video, please email me and I'll send it to you. Okay. Because you got to know how to set it up and what to do. But yes, you can get level 4 through Thinkorswim. We actually helped orchestrate that deal with Thinkorswim to get it on their platform. So they love it. And I know it's coming to TradeStation also. Okay. Listen, they all know they need it. They know a lot of people want to trade the right of the chart. They want to see those orders. And now's going to be a chance. All right. Any other questions? All right, traders. Well, thanks for registering. Thanks for emailing me. Hope you enjoyed the rest of it. I know it was a long day. And I hopefully see you all in my trading room. All right. Enjoy the rest of your week here at the event. And if you can't make it this week and you want to postpone it for the following week when you're done with all the events, no problem. Just put that in your appointment setter and we'll get that squared away. Thanks everybody for listening. Enjoy the rest of your evening.